Welcome back to Welding with Addie. Today I am having a tour at
Local 513 Operating Engineers Training Center. We're very happy to have you, Addie. Digging their ditch, right? They're going to practice their ditch. Yeah. For like 3 weeks before they take their test. Some of the things that we're looking for, right? Whenever they dig this down, it's nice and square. Left some dirt there, right? Make sure he gets all that out next time. Nice and square there. Now keep all your dirt and spoils at least 2 foot away from the ditch. He's got a lot of things he has to meet, right? So he's practicing. That's the tunnel underneath the pipe right up there. We'll look at another one here. See where he has the tunnel underneath the pipe? Okay. Now he's doing what they call digging in slope pools. So when you dig so far down into the earth, it wants to smash together, right? It wants to fall apart and collapse in there. So if you dig it like this, at an angle, it'll hold it. It won't fall in, right? So he's practicing doing that.
like per day. How long do they work?
Every day? So it's usually 8 hours a day. Okay, that's what we usually do. 7 in the morning, have a lunch break from 12 to 12:30, and then you work until 3:30. That's a normal work day for us. Sometimes you work 10 hours, sometimes you work 12 hours. Most of the time it's 8.
You're gonna step up here and keep your hand on the handle, and you're gonna climb up on the track.
And then,
You need my hand?
I'm not too sure.
I get that problem all the time. Ready? Got it? Okay. Now, use 3 points of contact, so you can walk right here. And then step up in there, and I'll get up in there with you. You can sit in the seat if you want.
Back up and grab that window right
Have you
there.
ever been in one of these?
Drop it down a little bit and then fill this hole up right here.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So is this something you're thinking about doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So this, the high lifts, do you know about high lifts already?
Right there. Oh, right, come forward.
There's different types of them. Like these, this is how you steer with these pedals down here.
Right there.
So yeah, so like you put your foot on this one, you go this way, you put your foot on that one, you go that way. And then this is how you raise your bucket. So don't freak out, but when you lift the bucket like that.
Lift that up.
See? You put it down. You wanna try?
Sure.
All you do is pull it back. It's pretty fun, huh? And then that one's the bucket. Yeah, you know.
Let me take a little more of that right side to get you to know our blade.
And then I'll push it that way.
Fill this hole up here.
Down.
Cut it a little wider, cut the bottom a little wider.
Pretty cool.
There you go. Right there, drop the blade.
It's fun. So like right now, I'm taking this ditch, so it used to look like that.
And as you
That's
come
what I used to
forward,
look like.
look at your left side, left corner, and make sure it's not gouging in over here, you know?
We do it in lifts. So we put in a little bit of dirt at one time, and then we roll it with a compactor. Did you see that big compactor thing? So we roll it, and then we can put another lift in.
If
So
the
it goes to
shovel
the
goes down,
compactor.
you gotta come out of it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we gotta dig it out really big. Yeah.
Lower down, lower
What's your
down.
machine that's your favorite?
I ran a
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. There you go.
This
That dirt out all the way.
is the fun stuff. This is the fun stuff. Do you have a favorite piece of dirt?
I come over here, grab a little bit to fill that in,
just found it very fascinating, and to be able to move equipment, build things, and I don't know, make a difference.
Me and my family does it. They were mechanics though from like 13. I don't really like stuff very much though. So I run the equipment. And I think it's really cool when you get out on a job site and there's nothing there, and then when you're done there's a bunch of new stuff, buildings.
So my father was an operator, my grandfather was an operator, so I'm third generation. I did a few other things. I went to college, you know, didn't really fit. I tried to be a refrigeration technician. Got to where I was working for them, and they had a drill rig and a backhoe. Somehow I got to start running that, you know, and my dad's like, well, if you're going to do that, why don't you just come try this out? So I did, right? So then there was a lot of highway work, so I was running, not a scraper like that, but one a different type, for quite a while, and I thought, cool, I'm going to build highways forever, right? You know, well, things change, right? The money was there to build the highways, we built them all. There weren't any more money to build any more around here, so there was no more highway work, right? So then I had to learn how to do something else. That's when I started to learn how to run cranes, right? Did that for about 15 years after that. So there's a lot of different areas you can do in operating, right? You're not stuck with just one machine, one type of work. You know, there's work on the river, there's tower cranes, there's crawler cranes, there's all those machines there, skid loaders, backhoes, compactors, dozers. Oh, there's a lot of stuff, right? I like to be able to do as many different things as I can, right? Because it's kind of like my toolbox that I carry with me, right? If I got all this stuff in my toolbox that I know how to run a dozer, I know how to run a skid loader and a crane, I know how to run a scraper, that helps me, right? That's like I carry all my tools with me all the time. And that's what being a successful operator is about. This is how I would do it, right? Okay. Always come up and I'm kind of looking, I'm inspecting things a little bit, just see if I see anything real alarming, like a big puddle of oil or something. You come up to the front of the machine, you give it a look, see if it's leaning either way. It might indicate you have a broken suspension cord or a low tire or something. This particular model has a master battery switch. You have to open this right here. Well, I said that, right? Wah, wah. Okay. See, you inspect your batteries when you're here. You look at them, make sure they're not bulging or swelled or leaking, and you have a high amount of corrosion on your connection. Turn this on. That's giving us battery power to our engine. All right. Also look at your radiators and stuff there, make sure they're not damaged, make sure there's no obstructions clogging our airflow so we don't get hot. Okay. We come to this side, lift this up, watch out for that. Alright. Yeah, pretty much. And here you got the engine oil good stick, right? That one will stick back in. Pull. Right up here, see there's a sight glass for the radiator right way up here. That tells us there's fluid inside there. Okay, then we look up there. Way up there, there's another sight glass. You see that one? At the very bottom, it has a hydraulic fluid. That tells us we have the proper hydraulic fluid level. Okay. Got that. Oh, one more thing. Always look at this when you're looking at the machine. Look at your belt. Back side of your radiator, fan blade. Make sure they're tight and secure. That comes apart while you're running. Big problem, right? Big problem. All right. So then you come back here. You have a couple more sight glasses to look at back here. One over there for the transmission. You have one back here for the rear end. They both look good. And there's one way up there for the front end. It looks okay too. And you're also looking for leaks or anything like that when you're in here, okay? So the tractor has an auto grease, right? You never have to grease the tractor. It does it itself. on a daily schedule by hours, right? Pumps grease out to all the fittings right here. But the scraper fans, they have to be greased by hand, okay? So we'll go around and show you that too here in just a minute. But what I always do is I check my fluids on my machine, check out my belts and everything, and I go ahead, I'm going to start it. We got one more thing to check over here. Should have checked it on the walk around, right? Look underneath here. Look at this side, right? Because we have another serpentine belt over here, alternator, or air conditioner compressor. Just get a good general look of the engine compartment. Make sure you don't see anything that's out of order, right? See any wires frayed, anything leaking, anything broken, all right? And every machine usually has this right here nowadays. They tell you how often you change what fluids, right? When you're supposed to lubricate. There's all your lubrication points, right? Most machines have that nowadays. Okay. So, now I'm going to start it. This is what you normally do. You start your machine, you allow it to warm up, and then you do your lubrication, do your greasing, okay?
I don't think I can do it. I was just testing.
Has around 70 grease fittings on these two fans, okay? There's 10 right here. You would have 10 fittings that you would grease right here. While you're here, you look at your hoses, inspect them, make sure you don't see any leaks. Look at that valve body up there. Always make sure that your safety lock pin is in, because if this comes unhooked while you're driving, it is not a pretty sight. Inspect along here, you look at your folds, you look at your tongue, make sure you don't see anything that's cracked, broken, missing. Down your hose line. You have down here, one up here, one up here. Looking at this, checking for damage. Okay. You also got a fitting inside here. And you got one on the back of that. One here, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, while you're also looking, you look down here at that route bit, okay, because it's a wear item. Make sure it's there. It actually tells you on there when it's ready to replace and when it's not. Look in here, see your cutting edges in there. They got bolts and nuts. Make sure they're all in there. They're all secure, not cracked, broke, bent, missing. Then this is another big thing you got to do, right? Tires. We got 4 tires on this one. We got 4 tires on that one, right? Each one of those has a grease fitting on each side. You want to make sure they're pumped up. They're not missing air, right? Usually what we do is we take a hammer, right? Whack them. Okay? 10 more grease fittings here. 4 hydraulic lines, 4 bolts. Inspect the tongue, cut edges. Back to the tires again, right? 70 grease fittings. What we normally do when we do a machine like this on the job, say Monday comes, Monday morning I grease this pan, Tuesday I grease this one, right? So I don't have 30 minutes every day of greasing, right? So maybe I have 15 one day, 15 the next day. Because we got to take care of our machines, but they pay us to run them, right? They pay us to run them, but if they don't run and they're not taken care of, they don't run them. So they don't like that either. All right, want to take a ride? Ready for this? Okay. First things first, we get in a machine, put our seat belts on, right? Okay, so this one's yours.
It kind of doesn't fit.
You want me to tighten it up for you?
Yeah, I do not know how to use
All
seatbelt.
right, I got you. Just grab this in here. Ooh. Good pull. A little more?
Yep.
Okay, how about that?
Yep.
Okay, so, this is a big machine, right?
Yeah.
It's really long. So you got to pay attention to how you turn and where you turn, right?
Yeah.
Over here, we have to turn the hydraulics on. Right there. Now it comes up, all right?
Yep.
So the 1 and 2 controls this front pan. So I lift that one up, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to lift this one up. Make sure they clear the ground. We don't want to drag a hole in our gravel parking lot, okay? The other control opens the apron like this, right?
Yeah.
That allows dirt to go in, and if you hold on it, it brings it clear up. If we were taking dirt in, it would dump it out, okay? Bring that back down, set it to about right there, okay? Looks like we're both off the ground. All right, so this machine has turn there. Okay. Also has a parking brake right here. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Are you ready?
Yeah. I got both cameras going.
All right. Okay, so it's got a throttle right here. It doesn't have a gas pedal, right? It just has a... And then all you do to shift gears is you push this button right here. Push it again, right? What do you think? Think you can handle something like this?
Maybe when I'm like switch or like...
Little more experience? The rain got us... I've had a big plan for you, but the rain kind of got me down. You want to go faster?
Sure.
It's got 16 gears. Right now we're in 8th gear, right? What do you think? Kind of fun, isn't it? I'll tell you what, it is fun, but sometimes these things can beat you to death. For bouncing, boom, boom. There it is. That's the seat jack, I love her.
Time for the back shot. There we go.
Well, I sure wish we could dig today. The weather is not cooperating.
I could even tell by the tires are like somewhat wet.
Right, yeah, there's water standing everywhere. Look how wet it is out there, Addie.
Yeah.
We won't be able to go out there for a week. Sure you don't want to try driving just a little bit?
I'm sure. Okay, so I just did my tour at Operating Engineers, and it was amazing running the big tractor and seeing new stuff. I kind of hope that next time I do a tour there, if I do, that it doesn't rain on the day I'm going there or a couple days before, because it was very upsetting that it rained. So keep your fingers crossed. Thank you.